Hey guys, Boatin Rob here, doing a video for Jacob Lenhoff's Tours America. And I have some questions I'm going to answer that he gave me. Question number one, how was Thanksgiving? What did you have to eat? What did you watch on television? Well, this is going to be a long answer. We do a kind of a group Thanksgiving at our house. I won't go into the history of it because that'll be even longer, but basically it consists of a number of our friends in our local bear group that have basically nowhere else to go. Like if you don't have family, we invite basically everyone. We usually end up with about between 15 and 20 people. My mom comes. My mom has a couple of friends that come, and it's basically a potluck, but we also do things like I'll do like 4 or 5 dishes. Way too much food, as always. Way too much food. We send food home, especially the desserts. Just take it home. You know, usual stuff. Turkey. I made turkey. People like my Brussels sprouts, sweet potatoes, and people bring or make the usual stuff like stuffing, mashed potatoes, lots of pie, lots of ice cream. You know, usual stuff, nothing really out of the ordinary. And like I said, way too much of it. So, pretty boring. As far as TV goes, we don't keep the TV on. If someone wanted, requested to watch like sports or something on television, they could go in the living room and watch something. I don't have a problem with that. We host in our basement, which is, partly finished, but we have a nice space that we can host that many people, and it's basically just a social thing. We don't keep the TV on really. How was your summer, and how did it go? Usual, I guess. I mean, nothing exciting. In the spring, if you guys follow me, you already know. In the spring, we went to Maine, New England, with our camper van. We went to Maine, Cape Cod, Long Island, Boston, a few other areas. That was really nice, especially when you do it before Memorial Day. Okay, that's a big thing for us, is avoiding crowds. So we did that. Shortly after Labor Day, or right around there, we went first to North Carolina, which is where my dad lives, and then we did the East Coast from like Chesapeake up to Sandy Hook, New Jersey, which is a large beach recreational area just south of New York City. You can actually see the skyline in New York City from the beach. It's pretty cool. But we did a bunch of stuff there. That's about it. In February, I think we're going to do some more traveling, just to kind of get away from things. And we got other stuff planned too, but that's it. That's how the summer went. Let's see. Question 3. Are you a natural nudist? Do you go shirtless outside a lot? How often during the year do you go out shirtless? That's a mixed bag for me. Some people will just answer yes or no to that question, and that's I have no problem being naked or nude around mixed people. I don't care. I am naturally kind of warm. I have a fast metabolism, so when other people are cold, I'm typically not. So I'm not going to be cold. So I will be shirtless or naked or wearing shorts in the winter when other people won't. But I'm not doing it for effect. It's just how I'm comfortable. I find long pants confining and claustrophobic, and I'm just more comfortable wearing them. So it's very rare for me to wear long pants. I usually say about 20 degrees, and then I'll start wearing long pants, unless it's something where I know I'm going to be outside for a long time, something like that. But as far as a natural nudist, I mean, some people just insist on being like naked around the house or something like that. I do that sometimes, but not always. Sometimes it's just comfort, and it's whatever I'm comfortable about. With Christmas coming up, have you ever ice skated at all in your life? How was it, and how long has it been since you've done it? I have ice skated. Let's see it. The last time we did that, so folks that are not from Detroit, just know that there is this kind of the center of the city is called Campus Martius. It's where the spokes of most of the larger roads kind of fan out like the spokes of a wheel. But that's kind of like the hub of where things are, and it is like the heart of the city. It's where, it is really the heart of the city. In the center, during the winter, they turn this center area into an ice rink, and you can rent ice skates. It's a pretty cool area. We've done that before. Prior to that, ice skating. Oh, I don't own ice skates, so it would have been a rental thing. You know what? I'm thinking when we were in Montreal, and that was, gee whiz, 12 years ago. We might have ice skated then. We were there in the winter, which, by the way, if you guys have been to Montreal, awesome city. I love it. Winter or summer, wonderful. But I think we did that then too. The biggest thing with ice skating with me is I don't do it enough. And although I train my ankle mobility quite a bit, there's the whole wobble thing left to side to side. And if you're not used to that, you're going to be wobbling a lot, even if you're strong. And so you have to really be careful, because if you're weak, and I have friends that are not exactly as active as I am, you could risk a broken or sprained ankle really easily. So it's, because you got a blade and it's not 4 wheels or anything like that. So I suppose the same is true of a rollerblade, but I don't do that. So, with the New Year's coming up, what's your New Year's resolution this year and why? I don't do New Year's resolutions. I just don't. I don't feel that I need the end of the year to warrant a change. When I need to make a change, I just do. Or Scott tells me to. I don't know. I just don't do New Year's resolutions. It's just not really a thing. I see guys that come to the gym, we call them the resolutionists, where they come in after the New Year. Sometimes a little before, sometimes after, but it's generally right around that time. And some of them show up for like 2 weeks. Clearly they've made a New Year's resolution to get fitter, lose weight, whatever they're doing. And their motivation drops off within 2 weeks, sometimes a month, sometimes 6 weeks, maybe a little longer if they're doing well. But the point is that you see this pattern where people make a New Year's resolution. And the bottom line is, this is just the personal trainer in me talking, is that by and large, people don't change. They have their habits, they have their comfort zones, they have their bubbles they live in, and that is it. Most people do not make a big change like that. And if they do, it's a temporary thing. It's not something they'll sustain. Like if they go on a diet, it's intended to be temporary. Or if they stop smoking. A lot of people have trouble smoking, so they only do it for a little while. Not that you can't. And actually, I'm actually a person who did make a lifestyle change midway through. But it is, by and large, very unusual for people to do that. So, anyway, so back to the question. No, I don't do New Year's resolutions at all. So, that's it. So subscribe to Jacob Lenhoff's channel, and also you can see me on OnlyFans and Tumblr and Twitter, Instagram, all the other stuff. But I'll see you next time. Okay, see you guys. Bye.